Tales beyond the Tackboard. Views and opinions expressed in the podcast are purely individual and do not represent that of the colleges that are a part of it.
Hey guys, what's up? We're back with series 3 of Tales Beyond the Tackboard. We've got a whole bunch of new colleges, new names, new voices from all over the country. We've got people from Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Goa, Delhi, and Trichy. And this episode is a short little get to know one another sort of thing. So we'll just run through a quick question answer rapid fire round. And on that note, the first question is, what is your favorite thing to eat on campus?
In my college, we all love to eat noodles because that's the only thing available there apart from chicken pakoda and mirchi.
You are lucky. We don't get food on our campus.
Oh,
So that's a bit of a bummer.
When we have long designers and we just run and then go grab our samosas, it's really delicious.
The best thing that I have in my college is something called your cheese samosa sandwich.
What is the before and after scene of a jury like?
I think I just go from questioning the course, like, what the hell am I doing here? What is this? I don't want to do this. From questioning my sanity, like, am I okay? I need to sleep. What is this?
I remember sitting in front of my laptop and sitting on FaceTime, and then I was just every 5 minutes I was having this a moment of just crying that how did this happen, kaise hoga, and everything. And then the next day, I just treat myself with ice cream after jury. That is my way of getting over it.
I think I treat myself before the jury also with ice cream to get over with it.
So basically what I do is I keep thinking I can pull off an Amy Santiago and make like a whole checklist of submissions, like deliverables. And by like 2 in the morning, I'm just like, no, this cannot happen. And I just give up and cry and like go to sleep. Like, and the next day, like after the jury, so many people like talking about, how it went. I do not. I just give up. I'm like, I can breathe finally. I go crash on my couch with like a movie and just sleep the whole day.
The first few of our juries were like practice juries, so they were like really kind with us and everything. But the last jury we had, so basically the funda is because you haven't slept in 3 or 4 days and you're just constantly worried about all your submissions. Like when a person talks to you, it takes you like 2 seconds to process every sentence that they're saying. So even whatever the juror says, you have to think of it. Like, is he criticizing me? Is he appreciating me? How do I react? What faces do I make?
feels like a MasterChef episode, right? You don't know if the chef
Practically.
likes your dish or hates your dish.
What is something a faculty has said to you that has managed to stay with you even now?
Literally every time an architecture professor compliments me, which is super, super rare, it always stays with me because like, wow, I did something.
It's never constant. Like I feel like we have our ups and downs through the semester. One semester might go well, the other might not. So once like I had a good semester and the next semester I wasn't even able to like put thought into like concepts and I wasn't able to crack it. So I remember walking up to my faculty and she was just like, don't have like high expectations out of yourself, because even if you slightly come towards cracking it, you'll just think, no, this is not my level of work. I need to do better. So you lose even that essence. So she was like always downplay yourself. Don't think of it like you have to do it very well.
I remember, expecting too much out of myself because I was feeling that I'm not working well enough the way I used to, or, my level. So I stopped showing my work to people. I stopped showing my work to faculty. And one day when it was the last day for review and, you have to, I remember I started crying and then I presented and then, it was that sort of day.
I actually relate with that because that's happened to me also. When I think it's like I'm not able to do it, I just stop attending classes.
I was feeling very demotivated after some, like, I guess my design wasn't selected or something like that. And then my faculty was like, just put efforts every day, drop by drop, and you'll get there, you'll reach there. Like the rocks will surely break down in your path. So that was something like, very motivating for me at that time.
According to my view, the architecture is mainly the output, the jury, the review. When we are focusing on the outcome, I think the most challenging and the loving part is the process that we follow. I think that's more interesting. When we come to love the process that we are working on, it makes our design more beautiful and ourselves more confident. And I really love that part.
A week before the jury, I was talking to my professor, my studio professor, and I asked her, like, ma'am, I think I'm done with my design. So she pulled me apart from the class, took me outside, and like, your design will never be done. Don't ever think of that. Because like when we are doing architecture, we think of it like, we've completed one submission. Okay, I'm done with that with the design. I've completed the structures, I've completed the design, I've completed the movement, whatever. But the point is, just because you've completed an assignment doesn't mean that you've reached the end product of your design or whatever you're designing. So it is an endless process, and then like, you can literally improve your design constantly, day by day by day. You're never going to reach an end product. There'll never be a full stop to your design.
Do you guys ever want to drop out of college?
Yeah.
Is that
Yes.
even a
Always.
serious question? I always wanted to drop out from Sem 1. Like, I just keep pushing myself somehow, thinking of the fact that I need to get a degree to work in this world, and like, there's nothing else I'd rather do than architecture. So I just push myself.
I'll not say that, we all have that constant thought, but I guess everyone out of us has this one day or one moment when we are like, why are we here?
There are these times when there's too much on my plate and I'm like, I cannot go through this anymore. But then I think about it and I'm like, I can't just sit idle either. And the only thing I would do like is architecture. I don't really want to do any other course. But then I found like my safe space. I just think I'm going to move to Rome and become like a tour guide.
For me, I have always wanted to do film like since 2015, since I saw Bahubali. But like, after 12th, it's so confusing, especially considering, design colleges and film colleges. And then recently, like midway second year, I saw the fee structure of Annapurna College in Hyderabad. And I was like, like the kind of fees I'm going to give in the next 2 years of my college is the same thing that they are asking for. And I'm like, why? I think I can change my college right now if I want to.
What is your favorite spot on campus?
Thankfully, I got to spend at least more than a sem in college. So we don't have many interesting spots, but there's this one place outside our canteen where there's like this broken down TT table, and we all just like wait to go there and play TT. Like it doesn't matter whether you know how to play or you don't. You just go and like you're just so happy. Then the space is so nice and calming, and you remove all your frustration and break that table down even more than it's already broken. So it's a nice place.
In my college, honestly, I love the entire campus. Like every place you go, it's a different vibe in itself. But especially, like every studio has this, not every, but like almost all studios have this space called Kopchas, which are like these balcony kind of things where it's damn cozy and like generally it looks over the greenery or, like basically the entire campus. And it's just beautiful.
Actually, in our campus also, even though it's so small, there are like multiple places where people like hang out. But we have a lot of staircases in our campus for some reason, and I have no idea why. So right next to our studios, we have the set of staircases, which is my favorite place to hang out because when I want to avoid a review or a crit, I go and sit there. Because through the window, I can still see if the faculty is inside or not, or like judge their mood and enter back when they're in a better mood. So that's like, my cozy space.
The interesting fact is that we have a terrace backside of the classroom where we used to hang out, and at back of the terrace we have a pond, and at the night times we just sit there, have fun, have dinner, we order from outside, and then we just sleep there. It gives a complete peace. For this course, it's the much needed one.
My God.
Your college sounds like a dream. I mean,
Yeah.
the way you described it, it just
Yeah.
sounded so beautiful.
My college is great. It's just behind a graveyard, so
Oh my God.
definitely you.
Stop.
How often do you guys pull all-nighters?
At least, even if there's no work, I'll just stay up for 2 nights because like Isn't that what we do in architecture?
Yeah.
But like, anyways, if the jury is coming, I think at least 4 nights, 3, 4 nights. That's normal, yeah.
I think it's the same for me because I rarely do college work after 12. It's mostly some other, maybe some freelance stuff, or I have some friends who work with, studios and, working with them, all these things.
What do you guys really not like about the course?
I personally hate juries because it's like if one member of the jury loves your design, there's someone who absolutely hates it to the core. There's the next one who's like neutral about it, and then they all start arguing and they all like start fighting and putting their own opinions into it, saying that no, this part of a design is so good and I would have implemented it in my own design, and the other fellow is like, I would never even have employed her to work at my firm. So it's like so confusing.
I love this when jury fights.
The fact that it's so subjective, like you never know when you've done your best. Like this is it. Now I can stop. I've learned everything. It's over. Like every time you learn something new, you can do better. You can do better. So it's just never ending.
You practically have no life. Like in the last semester after our jury ended, we had a RSP. RSP is a related study program that our college offers. That RSP lasted a period of like 3 weeks. And for those 3 weeks, we only stopped for eating. That was 10 minutes, showering, brushing, and that was it. Otherwise, you're constantly running across the city. You're going to the old city, you come back to college, you're going to the stationery.
I think this is the part that I'm most excited about. What does your college mean to you?
To be completely honest, I don't even know. I guess it's something like Big Boss. I mean, like I don't know if you guys have watched Big Boss season 7. I'm being very specific right now. There was this theme, hell and heaven. So that's what I feel my college is like. Sometimes it's like hell, sometimes it's like heaven. Sometimes it's so nice. I've like created these beautiful memories and stuff. And sometimes we just have these ugly spats and fights with the jury and
For me, it's just no work, all play. It's as simple as that.
This time that I've spent in college has kind of showed me who I am, cleared out my priorities. So there are pros and cons, but I think the pros kind of weigh out the cons because I like it. I like where I am.
We have only 32 intake for a batch. So, and all are compulsory in hostel. So what we do is we just know about each other. We have fun. It's just like everyone or nothing is going to happen. We are that close to each other.
I'm also in my second year right now, but I just feel like I've been at the campus for only a semester and a half. So I look forward to spending more time in the campus and actually realizing, what the architecture courses and campus life is. But as of now, the only thing I can realize is, like being at college makes you feel all grown up. Like you have so many responsibilities, you have so much of freedom.
Do you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves now so that people know who you are?
I'm Jade Vaz in Goa College of Architecture, Alpine, Goa.
I'm Shreya Loharka from CEPT, Ahmedabad.
I am Sukanya from SPA Delhi.
Hi, I'm Reema. I'm from RV College of Architecture, Bangalore.
Hi, this is Anurup from Srishti, Manipal Institute of Art, Design and Technology, Bangalore.
Hi, I'm Sarayu Priya from CAF School of Architecture, Trichy.
Hi, I'm Kshitij Vadva. I'm from Institute of Architecture, Nirma University, Ahmedabad.
And on that note, this was the first episode of Series 3 of Tales Beyond the Tackboard. We've got a whole bunch of exciting things planned up ahead, so stay tuned for more. Bye.
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 Bye.